Hello YouTube, this is another attempt at recording this guy. Waspinator. What should I say about him? He's a wasp. Bingo, that's all. Nah. This guy is an homage to the Beast Wars version of him, same as Black Arachnia is as well. His overall design and everything, yeah, it really reminiscents his Beast Wars counterpart, but yeah, as said, in the animated style, he looks quite interesting in my opinion. Yeah, mine has like a small problem, which you can probably already see here. His Decepticon symbol has been misplaced, but due to the nature of this character, I don't actually mind it too much that the temple graph is off-center. It actually adds some character to this quite flawed character, flawed in the way he is actually. As you might know, Waspinator is in fact an upgrade of Wasp, created by Black Arachnia herself, in an attempt to find a way to create techno-organics so she can reverse engineer it, so she can undo the whole process on herself, which probably fails, even if she wasn't sucked into time together with him. Overall, I like the design of this guy. He was actually mistransformed in the package, as far as I could see, because his hips were actually more back to the thorax, so this is probably more the way he is supposed to be transformed, with the hips being more like there. Overall, he looks fairly nice. As said, he really follows the aesthetics of the animated line. But I can't help but feeling there. He has just one gimmick, which is in his wings, that he can flap them due to a lever, which is a very nice feature. But I think they could have done more with this guy. Either they should have made him, yeah, you can pop off the ball joints of course, but he should have had a few places where he could have fallen apart more easily, so he really would resemble his more unfortunate moments, or at the very least something of a gun built that you can take out of his thorax, but they didn't do that, sadly. So all in all, he actually comes over as being very simple, probably one of the simplest of the animated line, but he really works well despite that. I do think it's possible that we might one day see a yellow repaint of him, of Bumblebee. Actually, I really hope they will, but it's actually like a bit unlikely. But they could do it. Now, onto his robot mode. Take his wings, fold them up. Take the thorax. He's double hinged here. So fold this up and fold this thorax down. So it's more like this. Now, in the front, you take his robot hips and fold them down as well. And straighten out his legs. Has fairly large feet, so he, no matter how you pose him, he tends to stand quite firmly. Now for his shoulders, you fold out the sides of his shoulders. This clears up some space here. A bit gassy today. Fold down his little arms, which are tucked underneath him in B mode, but these actually function probably due to these arms, his normal arms, because if you fold them together you actually lose a pair of arms, but I think these small ones are actually meant to represent the half arms which he loses. I'm not really sure if I'm saying it correctly, but perhaps you understand what I mean by it. They're just, well, replacements for a pair of arms he loses. That's the way it feels to me. So, when you have plugged together his hands, which is a bit fiddly to the way it works, you're left with this. So, yeah, you can probably let him stand like this, but it looks even uglier than usual. So, separate his head. Now be careful with his antennae. They are rubbery, but I think they are loose enough that it could have been pulled off the head. So fold down the head and keep his robot head up. And there you got him in his robot mode. I think he really looks cool, especially the head mold. It's quite clearly an evolution of the way the head sculpt is of Wasp in the series. It does still have a resemblance of it. He also has quite some good light piping. Now I have to find my torch. Moment. Yeah, it works quite well. Overall, this guy has, like most animated characters, excellent articulation. Even his neck has some extra articulation, but it's somewhat limited due to it bumping into everything. You can either have his head a bit more upwards like this, but you can also give him an extreme hunchback if you really want to. I'm not really sure how he is depicted in the series, because yeah, I haven't seen those episodes yet. But overall, he looks fairly nice. The additional little arms, with which are quite articulated too, does really look nice. I did some minor upgrading myself. I'm not really sure if you can pick it up. Probably need this. His robot mode head, or bug mode head, I actually used some panel lining on those jaws because they were barely noticeable, but with some ink in there they come out way better. There are more figures I'm probably soon going to upgrade with some panel lining because I think they will look better. Anyway, despite him being fairly simple, I really think he looks awesome. He really fits in with the cast, and it's unfortunate he only had one episode and then was blasted into the past. But then again, that also fits his character. But as we know, Waspinator will return because he's got plans. Anyway, this was Eucep. See you next time.